children comes from something I wrote a long time ago. And here it is. It's a book called Look It, Cook It, Kitchen Games for Curious Children. And I wrote that when my grandchildren, who were little then, they are now very big, were often coming to meals and wanting to cook. But some of them weren't wanting to eat. And so my idea was to devise a whole lot of games and fun so that they would begin to see food as something really pleasurable rather than an obligation. So now here's what we're making today. We are making sticky chicken wings, the easiest and simplest thing to do, and they will love it because they can eat it all in their fingers. Well, I suppose you have to give them a knife and fork. And to go with it, what do children like? They like chips, but these aren't chips. These are little potatoes cooked in the oven at the same time as the chicken. And you'll see that they're actually very thin slices. Now, you may know if you follow my videos that I like to have few ingredients in a recipe. And I think this one must be the winner because it is simply potatoes and salt. Absolutely no oil, no nothing, because they just taste great as they are. So, coming up now, chicken wings and potatoes. Here are 10 chicken wings. Now here are the things that's going to go on them. The first one is oil, the next is soy sauce, then brown sugar, preferably muscovado sugar, paprika and tomato puree, and a little bit of lemon. So that's 6 things, and I'm going to show you how much in a minute. But what I'm pointing out now is that I have made little slashes on each of the chicken wings. That is because the paste you're going to make is going to be brushed on top and give it an extra flavouring when you paint it on. In a bowl, put the liquids, 2 teaspoons of oil, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and then you're going to add the muscovado sugar, 2 teaspoons of that as well. Then add 4 teaspoons of thick tomato puree and stir this in to the sugar and the other ingredients. Then just begin to mix it well, but add the last thing, which is a teaspoon of paprika. And stir it all together, making sure that you mash in any lumps from the sugar. You can see I've slashed the last 2 of the chicken wings, and now I'm spooning the mixture over the top and brushing it with a brush. You can do them on both sides if you like, so that both sides are covered. As you can see, I'm laying them not just on the tin, but on a piece of baking parchment on top of the tin. This is really important, as you'll see later. Your hands are going to get very sticky. Now I'm starting to do something else. You may have noticed, if you're observant, that I completely forgot to put in the lemon juice. But don't worry, I'm showing you how to remedy something if something goes wrong. So here's what you do. You just squeeze out your 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and you add it to the little bit of mixture that you have in the bowl. Stir it up, and then I'll show you in a minute what you're going to do with it. For the dish that goes with the chicken wings, I'm slicing up some large potatoes. You don't need to peel them, you just need to brush or wash them first. Now, because they're going to be a little bit wet, as potatoes are, I'm going to try and drain them a tiny bit on paper towels so that they're more dry when you're ready to cook them. Now, all you do is arrange them on a sheet of baking paper on a tin and put as many as you can on it. Sprinkle over a little salt and then put them in the oven with the chicken wings. After they've been cooking for about 20 minutes and are beginning to brown on one side, turn them over and put them back in the oven for another 15 minutes. The chicken wings will have produced a little bit of juice, so pour this into the pot where the lemon juicy bit was, mix it up together, and then turn each of the wings over onto the other side, and you can pour some of that juice back onto the reverse side. Paint them once again, and then put them back in the hot oven and cook them for another 15-20 minutes until they're really nice and brown. When the chicken wings look like this, they are done, so just take them out and arrange them on a dish. What you're going to do next is you're going to scoop up some of the caramelized bits that are left on the baking paper. Don't throw this away because this is all really good and this adds to the flavour. So you don't need the very dark bits, but just the middle bits. Just scoop it on and spread it out over all the chicken wings. One last thing, take the bowl where you poured the juice and scoop off the oily fat from the top. There'll be 4 or 5 teaspoons. Then just pour the rest over the top and it's ready. Now you can just serve up the potatoes. Take the ones off the tin that are already brown. There may be a few that aren't quite brown and you want to leave those in the oven for a little bit more. But basically they should be crisp and done and ready to serve with your chicken. If you like my videos, please do pass them on to someone else. You can also subscribe by pressing the subscribe button, or just please tell people about it. Thank you very much.